Hello YouTubers, welcome back and thank you for joining me for another episode of Big Hilt's World. Today we're going to do something a little different, that is one of the passions of my life, which is shooting, and we're going to look at whether or not a single action revolver of the likes of a Colt single action army that first appeared in around about 1873 can still play a role in self-defense today. We're going to match this against a 1911 in 45 ACP. The single action that I have here is a Hammerly that was made and imported by Dakota Arms, and it is in .357 Magnum caliber. Now you may ask, why would anybody choose something like this? It first appeared in 1873. It has so many disadvantages. The hammer has to be cocked when you want to fire it. The hammer has to be cocked between every shot. You can only, if it's a Colt single action army clone or an original, you can only load 5 safely, and you need to have the hammer down on an empty chamber. To fire it, you need to cock the hammer, fire it, cock the hammer, fire it, cock the hammer, fire it, and unloading and reloading is immensely slow. You need to put the hammer on half cock, open the loading gate like that, use the ejector to eject each empty shell individually, and then you need to start loading again. Load 1, miss 1, load 4, cock the hammer fully, and lower it onto the empty chamber. So there are a lot of things that count against this particular firearm. Whereas the more modern firearm, you literally stick the magazine in, cock it, safety catch on, and you're ready to go. When you need to reload, simply drop the mag, take a new one, stick it in, release the slide lock, and carry on. It's a whole lot faster. But there are valid reasons. As I said before, maybe it's the only gun you have, or maybe you're old and infirm and you simply can't rack the slide lock to load it, or if you're using a double action revolver, perhaps the trigger pull is just too hard for you to control it. So in a case like that, cocking the hammer is very simple and very easy. So for old people, with weak hands, or people who have just grown up with a single action revolver, it may well be able to play a role in your self-defense needs. What we're going to do today is we're going to set up a target like this, set it up at about 7 yards, be seated at a table, the weapon will be on the table in front. The idea is that you're having a barbecue in your backyard, and suddenly your property is invaded by an attacker, and what you're going to need to do then is pick the gun up and engage the bad guy as quickly as you can. And we're going to see how the two compare with each other. Alright, let's go down to the range and have a try. This time we're going to use a 1911 45, bullets loaded, 230 grains, running at about 850 foot per second. We'll start with the safety on. Same idea, pick it up. You're at a barbecue and suddenly there's a home invasion. Alright, are we ready? Let's go. Okay, not too bad at all. Let's go and take a look at the target. Here we are at the target shot with a single action revolver. It's a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter group. I wanted to show the bullets hitting the target, but we had a few camera problems with the second camera. But as you can see, the group is tight enough to certainly do the job, and those 5 shots were fired in 5.93 seconds. This is the target shots with the 1911. The group is a lot tighter than that shot with the 357 Magnum single action revolver, where that group was 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. This one is 8 centimeters by 6 centimeters and was shot in a total time of 4 seconds. So the 1911 and the more modern pistol was definitely a lot faster. However, that is probably due to my unfamiliarity with shooting the single action revolver rapidly. And I think that I could probably get that time down by 1.5 seconds, and then the difference wouldn't be as great. Alright, what have we learned? I believe we've learned that if this is all that you have, you're by no means defenseless. I believe that I could get this down to the point where I could probably shoot 5 rounds in 4.5 seconds. The difference then in time between shots is maybe 1/10 of a second between these two. Does that matter? Well, maybe not. But the point is that having a firearm, any firearm, and being prepared to use it and putting in some training already puts you ahead of the game. So if you've got an old Blackhawk or a clone like this, or an original Colt single action army, get it out there, learn it, use the safety drills, and be ready, because it can save your life. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next episode.